What's up? So we got some stuff to talk about. Shut up, car. We got some stuff to talk about with Cyberpunk. I'm gonna get some food, and we're gonna talk. I'm on my way to get food quick. So I wanted to see what the mystery flavor was. I think it's strawberry. I think it's strawberry. It's hard to say because I didn't brush my teeth all that long ago. So, yeah, just soda right after teeth. So, I'm gonna get some food and we'll talk about Cyberpunk a bit. But yeah, anyway, so with the update comes out today. For those of you wondering, I'm not sure if it's out yet. I think it is. I know that as far as when Phantom Liberty releases, I know as far as when Phantom Liberty releases, what we're going to do is we're going to pay attention to those release times. Now, with me, Phantom Liberty is going to come out Eastern time, I believe at 7. So you can actually look that up now. They have released the updated release times for everybody. You can look them up for the rest of the world too. It is not a world release, I don't think, because they did not. I don't know. They just did not look like the same, but I'll have to look at it again. But anyway, I do know, I'm pretty sure for us, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. Gotta look at it again. But it's later in the day. And then obviously California gets it earlier. But that's only just because it's literally it's the same time. So I have to look at the other countries. But I think it's they're not really getting it earlier. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? They're not really getting it earlier. That's what a lot of people don't understand is like, oh, you guys get it early, blah blah blah. No, it's just that time in California. You know, it's that time in that part of the world. It's just that time. So that's what I think a lot of people do with time zones is they don't like think about it for very long. They think about it for like half a second and go, oh yeah, they just see a different time and go, oh yeah, that's it comes out at a different time. But no, a lot of this stuff comes out all at the same time all around the world. So I got to look at the dates, and that's really what's going to tell us. Because 7 p.m. here, that's like, for example, that's like, I think like 8 p.m. in Korea. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 8 a.m. in Korea tomorrow. Does that make sense? It's 8 a.m. in Korea tomorrow if it's 7 p.m. here. So like, I have to look at it. You know, like people that are like 13 hours ahead and stuff, that's just, it's tomorrow. So just realize that. And you know, like when you're looking at stuff and time zones and all that, guys, for when stuff comes out, you know, that's something you have to do in your head a little bit. I always pick one country and just know how far ahead that country is. So that's why I just like with Korea, that's so synonymous with me. You know, because of all the K-pop stuff that I've reacted to and all that and paid attention to over the years and stuff, waiting for that to come out. I just know the time zone for that, so I'm pretty sure they're 13 hours ahead. But you know, you just pick one country, look it up, and then remember that, and it's easier to do it that way rather than looking it up each time. So that's how I do it. So you just want to pick a country and just remember that one. But anyway, I digress on the time zones. We played some Cyberpunk last night. We played for quite a bit. I actually had quite some fun with the game in the current state that it is. It is very smooth, very smooth. It's a fun experience to drive around the city and just seeing all of the updated things. Honestly, I actually had trouble even going to Japantown in general, just like walking around there and like looking around and stuff. I actually had problems doing that initially on PC because a while back when it first came out, I had an old car and my car just was not gonna do it. And so when I got the new card, it became more playable, but I couldn't quite get to the point where I could stream it until I got the solid state. Now with the solid state drive, that was pretty much everything I needed to push me over into being able to stream it pretty smooth and not have the stuttering and stuff. Still trying to figure it out. I think it's strawberry. I think it's supposed to be strawberry. So yeah, with that being said, with you know, the update coming out today, obviously, you know, we want to dive into getting a lot of stuff done before I get into Phantom Liberty. Now, I think what everybody's wondering is, do we start a new character? And that was something we talked about too on the stream yesterday, was, do we start a new character? I think you do. Yeah, I think you do, guys. I think that for most people, you're going to want to start a new character. For me, I don't know. I think at some point we might. I feel like initially I'd love to just go into it on my already made character, see what's up. You know, just start it up, see what's up, go to Dogtown or whatever, you know. Just figure this all out, look at it, get my eyes on it, and then maybe, all right, if there's not a whole lot, you know, I think there's going to be plenty, though, to do. But if it seems like I'm lacking in content, it seems like, you know, it's going to be a smoother play, then what we're going to do is restart and make a new character. But I feel like it's better if I just do with what I want to do. Does that make sense? Instead of doing what everybody else is doing. So we did talk about this a little bit at the start of the stream yesterday, but what I wanted to tell you guys is that I do think it's going to be wise for most of you to start a new character. And the reason I think that is because everything I've been reading and seeing, a lot of people have been basically saying that you want to start a new character because the way this expansion, it's an expansion, guys. Like, let's be honest. Like, I know, like, this is a controversial thing, right? Oh, it's not an expansion, it's a DLC. I get it. It's not really an expansion. I get that. it's so freaking close to an expansion. We got new characters, we got a new area. I get it's not a real expansion, but damn, it's so close, right? But anyway, I digress. This is basically an expansion, because that's what it is. It expands on the game. It adds a new area. We get the Idris Elba character, and all that, and how that plays into Johnny Silverhand. And I would love to find out more about this stuff, guys. So, with that being said, we don't know. We don't know if starting a new character, is probably going to work out in the story. It probably will. We sort of do know that, but we don't technically know it, right? So we won't know until we actually do it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the sort of thing where the moment you get into the game, you're going to realize there's some new stuff here as we're playing through, like a new character playthrough, if that makes sense. So, now I'm like doubting myself. It's so hard to tell after you brush your teeth, man. Like, it really is. All right, let's check. Okay. So, I'm gonna get food, and I just wanted you guys to know, what basically is happening. What's interesting is, just the amount of trolls and people that go out of their way to waste their time because they don't like the fact that I'm playing Cyberpunk. Kind of like I think it's funny how many people think that just because they thought that something wasn't a certain way, or thought that this wasn't a certain way, therefore it must be that way. So therefore they accept what they think as fact instead of accepting new information as fact. You know what I mean? So like I think it's actually pretty funny how many times somebody sees me like playing something or something like that, where like it's like this person said, this one streamer said that there's no way that you could play this on this, or that this streamer could play this at this level, and it's 60 FPS or this or that or something like that. It's not real. What you're seeing isn't real, or something like that. It's actually pretty funny how many people. I shouldn't say it's funny. It's not funny, because it's actually bad how many people do this. And like there's so many streamers out there that will just declare something because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So they'll just like declare something. They'll just make a declarative statement about something they know nothing about, and then people will just accept it as fact just because this person's a streamer. Oh, well, they must know. No, they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. So like what was it, like somebody saying something about how you need a supercomputer just to play something at high settings at 60 FPS or something. It's like, that's literally every game I play is on high settings, and I'm streaming it in 60 FPS, so it's not that hard to do anymore. That's the point, is like, We've been doing this for a while. You've all just been lied to, and like people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So feel free to like actually ask because you don't know, but don't try to look like a know-it-all. That's what a lot of this is. That's what a lot of this is just like a lot of people, I think, just they can't accept when they're wrong about something. So they have to like, I don't know, find something wrong with something I'm doing. So like discredit me or something, you know? So like basically somebody was wrong about my machine. Somebody was wrong about the fact that you know that I can build, you know, these things and that it runs as good as it does. Somebody somewhere along the line on a higher level was very wrong, and probably said some very bold statement about me or something like that, and they were just very wrong about it. They just fucking have no clue what they're talking about. So they made some big bold statement. A lot of people are probably paying attention now and noticing that I'm playing Cyberpunk live, 60 FPS in freaking 1440p, and it's just funny because I'm doing it at high settings. And I was streaming Doom Eternal on freaking nightmare settings. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the settings said nightmare in the video, and we're clocking at like upper 80s and 90s FPS. See, this is just it. It's like somebody's talking shit, and that's what this is, guys. So like, just don't pay any mind to that. I don't. I think that's where a lot of the trolls come from. Is like somebody will say something. These trolls have no fucking clue what. They're just trolls. So they want to confirm it, but they're trolls, so they can't just ask. They have to be trolls about it. And then they don't like the fact that I will not allow them a platform, you know, to be a certain way. So then I teach them that what they are saying is wrong and how they're acting is wrong. And then it's funny because I see a million of them all leave and go into other people's chat and start acting totally different in their chat. So people learn how to act by the rule sets that I have in place. They learn how to act and they learn how to be, and then don't even give that credit where it's due. Yeah, they learn how to act and learn how to be because that's the idea. I already set that standard for them, and then they went in somebody else's chat and started acting all positive and shit like that after being in mine acting like a douchebag. So like, that's just what I'm saying is like, this has been the pattern with people, is like they'll act like a douchebag in my chat, and then they'll go in somebody else's chat and be like, oh wow, you're so chill, this is so positive, blah 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 blah. Well, you know what they're doing. They're just trying to start shit. So just so you guys know, I just wanted you guys to know, you know, basically what was happening. I can't drive around this parking lot. Like, it's just constant people walking across. Yeah, you literally just can't. Yeah, you literally just can't. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get some food. Somebody's staring at me here. Yeah, I gotta get food really quick. Do you guys want to wait, or do you want? Yeah, I'll just leave you guys here and eat food with you. Won't be long. So, normally that would have taken me, like, no time at all, but, like, for some reason today, like, the fucking self-checkouts were just down. Sorry. Planning on being in and out. So we got jalapeno bites, which are fucking amazing. These things have, they're fried with cheese and jalapeno peppers in them. They're good. All of these things. So, there's the hot. There's the heat. Oh, man. Well, okay, so we wanna definitely be playing this update. I just want to see, you know, I want to mainly the main thing. Nice haircut. Didn't you say that like a month ago when I first got it, dude? Thanks though. I appreciate it. I feel like you already told me, but thanks. I actually dyed it purple too, but nobody noticed. Oh, you noticed the hair dye? It's probably because I'm like actually in the light now. Yeah. Dude, like, no lie. It's the sort of thing where like it's already started to fade. So like it's not even really purple anymore. But I appreciate it, man. I don't know, maybe I'll try to like touch it up with some. I wanted to do like blue. So the main thing about this update that I wanted to get into and I wanted to talk about, that I've been talking about forever, is the new DLSS. And DLSS 3.5 is exactly what Starfield needs to fix everything. And Cyberpunk has added it to their game. So I feel like they're doing things right, you know? So I wanna reward that. I want to get in the game and I want to talk about that. I think there's gonna be an update though. I think there's gonna be an NVIDIA driver update. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff. The guy behind me is throwing his hands up in the air because I didn't turn left on a red light. Yeah. That he's mad because I didn't turn left on a red light. Yeah, I do agree with that statement for sure, man. And that's an intelligent statement to make about that too. And that's exactly how I felt about, you know, MDL's comparison too, because his comparison was just not a real comparison. he wasn't comparing the games. He was comparing the fact that basically you can do this and do this and do this in Cyberpunk, but you can't do this and this in Starfield. And it's just, well, they're not the same games. So what are you talking about? It is disappointing. It's disappointing because you knew what it was too. It's competition. It's Microsoft. It's AMD. It's actually Intel. I hate to say it, it's actually Intel. Because Intel wants you to basically always buy their shit. So that's what it is a lot of it has to do with Intel causing this problem years ago in PC builds and stuff. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and the Activision Blizzard thing's not gonna help. Dude, have you ever had jalapeno poppers? Have you ever had them? They're so fucking good. Did you see what happened last night? I don't know if you caught the stream. Dude, last night, toward the end of the stream, it's been happening more and more toward the end of the night when, like, no one's around. Somebody gets in there and flat out, like, just tries to flood so much data. They're trying to cause a problem for my machine to make it look like, you know, like I can't run the game or something like that. So, like, toward the end of the stream, my sound just kept doing that thing again. You know, like the thing where you said about, like, the chipmunk or whatever. Really what it is like, they're somehow, like, basically just triggering the sound driver to register off, to not be detected for a minute. So that's all that's happening. So that's all they can do, basically. Because they can't really hack, they're just trying to cause, like, some sort of technical problem. They're flooding data. And so that happened. And the funny thing is, do you remember how recently I revealed the exact specs of what my sound card were on stream? And sure enough, I have this exact issue a few days later. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see the patterns? I actually did, for the first time, I think, ever, actually tell people what my sound card was. Yeah, and so now I'm having a sound, yeah. And here's what's, yeah. Now here's why that's stupid. Here's why that's stupid. My mic is USB. So it's not even plugged into the sound card. They just know, because Windows has these problems, they know how to cause them. Yeah. And it's so easy, because USB has power running through it. That's why they knew they can do this. It's the same thing with my monitor. My monitor has power running through it, so they knew they could do it. There's a difference between HDMI and DVI. A pretty big one. Yeah. So, I mean, they're similar, but it's different. And yeah, one has a stronger signal for sure. But I digress. Regardless, it's crazy that at the end I just kept having to quit the game. So that's what it was. I kept having to, like, stop and then redo it. and report some people. So it's the same. I've been having issues with the same people that basically a lot of them come from WoW. And when I play Hearthstone, because if you notice, my last WoW stream has near like 100 views too, but it has like 2 likes. Yeah, same thing with Cyberpunk. My Cyberpunk stream has over 100 views already, and it has 2 likes. That's it, 2 likes. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy though, dude. It's fucking insane.